finally got a couple people in here. I don't ever come live from this channel, so I figured I'd come live and say hi, show this channel some love. And it's dark in here. Hold on, let me go get some light on this side of the house. I don't ever come in there. Hope everybody survived their Tuesday so far. Hey guys, I was gonna make coffee. I'm like, you guys know how I'm like a latte person, right? And so I've been using this big thing, but I'm thinking, I just got this in from Temu. I'm wondering if this will froth my milk better. So I'm gonna try. It's for eggs, but I figured, you know, why not, right? Isn't that kind of cool? Can I get that closer? I need to stop. I'm having too much fun. So anyways, guys, I'm just decided to come and hang out. We've been kind of online all day long talking about Sebastian Rogers, and it's kind of like, you know, there's so much going on in there, and it's like the BS just never stops. It's like, you know, this one group, I just don't get it. It's like whatever can make Seth look bad. They're not even focusing on Proudfoots. They're not focusing on trying to find any facts of the case, just as being as mean as possible and as rude as possible to a father of a missing kid. I mean, that's his choice who he uses, and to be displaying yourself like that, I don't understand how that's okay. I don't understand how that's okay at all. It's just like anything, you know. This father's desperate for answers, and you know what? If it was his kid, he probably would be doing some of the same things to get some answers. And it's sad that whatever he does, no matter what this man does, whatever Seth does, is never going to be good for this group. This group is just going to club him over the head every single time, every decision, no matter what his spokesperson says. They're just going to make him look really bad, which just all it does is hurt Seth and Seth's ability to try to find answers for his son. Meanwhile, never focusing on the culprits that could have something to do with this poor boy missing. I mean, like, we could use their resources in finding information about, you know, where the Proudfoots were, you know, where they could have been, like what did Chris do in that 17 hours. But they don't care. It's not about Sebastian. It's not about reporting on Sebastian at all, in my opinion. It's just about bashing. And I just wish people, like, we have so many questions and nobody's wanting to answer them on both sides. I mean, at this point, he's been gone for a significant number of days. Why isn't anybody just, you know, throwing everything out there at this point? Tell us all the information that needs to be known. You know, why is Chris still not letting us know where he was when Sebastian was missing, or what he did that night? You know, why isn't he not telling us whether or not who he took the polygraph with? We don't even know if he if he took a polygraph, and with who? Was it TBI? Was it Sumner County? Who? Hey guys, it's nice to see you guys. I'm exhausted. I had a topic of conversation that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and then I'm just like, I haven't seen anybody on this channel in a while. It needed to have some love over here, so I decided to come over here and show it some love, and, you know, complain. Vent. Well, I got good news, and I have not gotten good news. I never get any good news. What the hell am I talking about? Like, I gotta tell you, if it's not for bad news, Bullhorn Betty just wouldn't get any news at all. I promise you that. I promise you that. So, I hope everybody's sitting down for this. This is my throttle body and my timing chain. So, another $1,000 says bye-bye today. Another grand. Bye-bye. $4,000. I think I am going to blow my car up if it is not driving correctly today. If I get my car back and the car is not driving it correctly, I have a funny feeling I may have a head-on collision with a really strong wall. Use my gun. Maybe I just need to go out there and get some target practice in. I'm not sure. okay? Because this is going to be the biggest target, the most expensive target I think I've ever utilized in my gun slinging days, you know. The car was good. It had a small little chug in it. I don't know what happened. I had a $1,300 bill. It was never right again. I don't know what to tell you. The computer's been replaced. The freaking, it's short of the fucking engine being replaced. Just about everything has been replaced in the car. Okay, except me. Yes, a new car. That's kind of my sentiments today, and my message is, you know, if I knew that this was going to cost this much, I would have rather been driving some better wheels, you know, because again, when we started this process, the process was only $1,300. I mean, that was about 3 months ago. I haven't seen the car since. I got to sit in it twice. Okay. I mean, the way I'm looking at it at this point, I mean, it's too late to turn back now. Like, what do you do at this point? It's like, anyways. And I've got an abscess. If anybody missed the news, yeah, I got an abscess. So after I get, like backed up by a bus on the car, then I got to go to the dentist, and you know this ain't gonna be cheap. I hear root canal. I'm not even at the dentist yet, and I'm already hearing root canal. I diagnosed myself. It might not, you know what, I might get lucky and I might go there and find out it's not an abscess at all. It's swollen gums, okay? But I have a funny feeling we are way off. We're spot on this one. Yes, we are at this point, I think. I mean, what do you do? I'm just rolling with the punches at this point, you know. I feel like a tumbleweed. Once I come to a stop, then, you know, maybe we'll get our grip. I'm still in Florida, y'all. Like, you guys know I don't sit here. I've been stir crazy. I talked to Olivia today for the longest I've spoke to her in just a little minute, because she's been busy. I don't know if you guys, well, it's none of your business. No offense. I didn't mean to come out like that, but I didn't want to tell her business. I don't know if I have permission, but she had a lot of stuff going on. So she got into a stopping point, and she gave me a call and was showing me something pretty cool. And anyways, her and I were talking until she had to go on her Zoom call. And I told her, so we're chomping at, trust me guys, I'm telling you, we're chomping at the bit to get out there. It's just that right now, until, you know, she can go and do some little, you know, some stuff, and she's been out to, she said she's been out to South, which I knew she went out to Micah stuff. She went out to South Carolina for Micah. I know she went out for Sebastian. She was able to interview Katie and Chris, you know, so she said that they were nice. I mean, their house was clean, you know, for everything. I mean, she says it looked like a good home, and they were really nice, you know. So there was that. I had the same problem. They never could find the issue. Well, I don't know how conceivably I can honestly convince myself that literally all these things just boom went wrong, you know, but it is whatever. I didn't have my car. This is the kind of shit I don't like dealing with when it goes to the mechanics, because you never know, especially when it's been out of my possession for so long. It makes you feel like something happened, and you know, I mean, it's not that it did, it just, that's how I feel, like, you know, pass the cost off to the customer. What do they know, right? So I kind of feel like that. I'm sorry. I just don't understand how it's the catalytic converter, the fuel pump, the throttle, the timing chain. Like, how have I been functioning in my car all this time? You know, I mean, I'm not like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I can't. If I get into it, then my blood pressure goes through the roof. It's never any good. So the good news is it sounds like I'm getting my car back. He says he's going to take it on the drive, make sure everything's perfect. So You know, we just have to be thankful, you know. I got to sit home and get an abscess, okay? I mean, it's been a blissful vacation, okay? I gotta say, it's been a blissful 3-month vacation. As I have steam coming out of my ears and eyes. I don't want to, it's just like, you know, everybody's talking about this, and I was just talking to a friend I hadn't talked to in a little while, and he had some friends over the last weekend, but he was telling me, like, he went through like 6 months of this too before he got his vehicle back. He said it was just like one thing after another, but, you know, she is old. If I knew I was going to be in this realm, I mean, obviously I would make a better financial decision, like, but it just kept snowballing. There was no stopping it once it started. Like, I mean, you know, it got there, and it got there quick. I'm still in kind of shock and denial all the same. Like, I don't know how to express it. I'm in utter disbelief right now about the whole situation, you know. You know what I'm just praying for? I'm just praying for the girl can kick for at least a few more years, you know. You know, it's gonna be really disappointing if we have any more problems, especially since I've had nothing but problems, like, literally immediately after. It's not been something that you know, it was good, and then all of a sudden we get out there, and then, you know, a month later we have problems. I mean, they were pretty immediate problems, so I'm hoping that we get through it. I just want the car back. And I want to, like, just go for a long drive without like, just my car. I miss my car, like my car before the chug. Like, we come back from, like, I went to Tennessee, and I come back, and it's like I'm just, I don't know a better word than that. I really don't. But it's okay. Oh my God. So what are everybody doing today? Like, I've been sitting here going through all this stuff, and I can't I've looked at this case so much, I just can't look at it anymore for a little bit. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to look at it the rest of the day. I probably will, because I keep reading about stuff. It just hurt my heart. It's like, you know, I just wish everybody would get on, you know, the realm, you know, what true crime really is. I think everybody just kind of hit their head, and I wish they'd get back on track. Like, we need to be tearing apart these interviews. I need to find the list of interviews, you know, like the spreadsheet of interviews. I've been kicked out of that. I thought I saved it somewhere. Maybe I do have it saved on a hard drive, you know, at least to a certain extent on my computer. I just don't recall. I feel like I saved it somehow. I'm almost confident I saved it, but I don't know. And I need to go back through all those. And those had, like, the Duchess interviews. I didn't even know who Duchess was, you know, until this case. So there's a Duchess interview, and or several of them. He started out on her channel. Why did he stop going to her channel, I guess, is the question. I'm dealing with doctor's appointments. Ugh, yeah. I will be too. From what I hear, like, there's not a whole lot they're going to be able to do with this. Well, I've been reading about it because, you know, obviously figure out what I have. And it looks like that if the one was on the outside of the gum, it seems like it would be a lot easier. But this one is one that's inside that you don't see or really feel, because I'm not in pain. You know, it's gotten to the point where it's swollen up, and the only way they're going to be able to do it is to drain it. And so it's like on top of my teeth. I can feel where it's at. So I don't know if they're going to be able to drain it without giving me a root canal, which freaking sucks, if you ask me. Just saying. So, just like, now I could be wholly wrong here. I mean, I really could be. I could be absolutely wrong. Maybe they have a different way that I'm not looking at it. That's just like, you know, they slice the gum, they stick something up there, and boom, 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 no big deal. You know, I'm hoping that that's what it is, but I have a funny feeling the way things have been going, it's not going to be that easy. I don't know why I have this weird feeling that it's just not going to be that easy. I don't know why. I mean, my life has been going so smooth here lately. Oh, and nothing. We're just sitting here, just chatting. You know, I always am talking about true crime cases, which we do a little bit. We're still talking about Sebastian Rogers here and there, but to be honest with you, I'm just exhausted. I just thought I'd come on here and chit chat, and I wanted to chit chat with, whoever was just out there. I didn't want to use the main channel just to chit chat on, so I figured I'd come have a drink, sit down, get my brain right, It kind of sucks getting that news. I'd rather, I'm like, well, just do it, whatever, just do it. Do it. I feel like a freaking Nike commercial. I need a sponsorship. Nike, I think I said your slogan enough. I think I deserve a little bit of sponsorship over here. I feel like I'm selling a Nike product somehow. I don't know what, but I feel like I'm selling a shirt, a sock, or a pair of underwear. I don't know. I'm selling something for you. Oh, good gracious. But I guess be thankful it's like, oh well. It is what it is. Is Steffers in the house? I miss Steffers. Actually, it's not. I'm not really having a bad day. You know what I'm praying, Trees. Honestly, what I'm really praying for is I'm praying that this is the ending of the bad days. I'm hoping that this is like the beginning of a better tomorrow. I'm hoping that this is like the the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. I'm trying to look at this from the brightest possible angle. I don't know that, I'm thinking, okay, well, hopefully that like this might be it. I mean, I feel like I've said that so many times. It's like, I don't want to be disappointed again, but I'm just praying to God that this is the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. I just listened to Tea with Don B. I think he has it right. Oh, and well, then you're gonna have to type it out, because I didn't get a chance to watch them. I didn't get a chance to watch them, and I don't like throwing people's stuff up on my channel. I mean, I don't mind. If it's something important, obviously I'll have to do it. Lemons lately too. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I keep telling everybody. I make some of the best lemonade, but I'm getting sick and tired of making lemonade. I gotta tell you, I'm tired of the lemonade. I'm tired of the chicken soup, and I'm tired of the lemonade. If anybody wants to know about the chicken soup, it's more of a raunchy version of that, turning chicken poop into chicken soup. So I'd rather say lemon into lemonade, right? Right? I mean, it is 2 o'clock. I don't want anybody eating lunch. Especially if they're eating chicken. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean for you to spit out your food. I know you only get one time to eat a day. Sorry. Sorry, Chowie. Well, the good news is maybe, just maybe, I might get the car back today or tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get it. Like, I want to get on the, like, I think I'm just going to drive. I swear to God, if it has one little tick, I'm going to be like, I'm going to cry. And you guys are going to see it live. I'm going to cry. If it just has one little chug in it, it's goes, oh no! Like, I have PTSD now. Like, it won't even matter. Like, if I want to freaking, the trams, like, going to the, like, the airport, like, the planes and stuff, I got such PTSD now. Every time it goes chug, 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 right, I'm like, no. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like these repairs have done. Okay. Well, I thought you guys should know. The car's, hopefully, knock on wood. I don't know which one to knock on. I don't know which one has. I'm starting to think the marbles ain't working right up there, okay? I'm starting to think they're not working right. I'd make the mechanic drive it to Tennessee. No. My mechanic, there's been a lot of stuff. And that's what pushed this off a week, is that not to get into his business, but he had a family loss, and then that family loss, I think, ended up, putting him in the hospital. They're just it. I don't want to, there's been, it sounds like things ain't been going his way either, and it sounds like, my problems pale in comparison. So I'm just trying to show some grace and just try to get through this process, And at the end of the day, if the car is working, I really don't give a shit, right? At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, okay? It's money. I mean, think about it. We piss away more money than this on these cases. So it's, and if it keeps Black Beauty around, it keeps Black Beauty around. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the name of the game. Having a vehicle to get around, right? We don't want we don't want a freaking Cadillac or a G-Wagon going across this country. It's stupid, right? We need something that gets along, right? Right? That's inexpensive, that we can get along, That's all we need. It doesn't need to be pretty. Doesn't need to be pretty. She still looks pretty, okay? I'm just saying she's aging. Jeez. Okay? She's getting a little gray. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Black Beauty. She's starting to become Silver Beauty. She's starting to become Silver Beauty. Seth says, no, the car's not back yet, but they're fixing the timing. In all fairness, I think there was, more things going on with it, because there for a while when I cranked it up, I did hear like this weird sound cranking it up, and I've had that weird sound cranking it up for, a significant amount of time. So there was something. Apparently that is the chain. So that has to be repaired. So that definitely, he said he tried to clean the, when he was trying to get the, computer calibrated, it wasn't calibrating right because of the throttle body. The throttle body was built up real bad, so he cleaned it off. He tried to salvage it, and that didn't work. So that's kind of how everything. So I do believe that those repairs are needed. It just sucks. Okay, it just sucks. So that's all. Well, we're through it. I mean, we're through it. So I just pray to God that we can get on the road, put the freaking, I want a speeding we are going to, the Bullhorn Betty channel is going to sponsor Bullhorn Betty's next speeding ticket, okay? Because I don't know why I feel one coming on, but I feel like I am going to get a speeding ticket somewhere on an interstate on I-75 somewhere in Florida. I'm just saying. I don't know. Guidance is more of our Spidey chick. Do you feel it? Guidance, what's in my future? I'm serious. I feel like I got a speeding ticket. When I get the car back, I feel a speeding ticket coming on. What do you guys, let's make a bet. What is my speeding ticket? People are going to tear this up. Okay, we're being facetious for the people in the back, okay? This is satire. What do you think my ticket's gonna be? Stir crazy. Should we have a bet on what my speeding ticket's gonna be? You don't want your insurance to go up. Oh, no. It already went up free of charge. I looked at it, I heard on the news, and I'm like, because they sneak. I don't pay attention to, crap. You guys think I'm joking when I say I'm busy. Like, I am researching all day long. I'm either on TikTok, I'm either on Twitter. I'm literally in all social medias all day long. Like, when I first got in, like, my thing is sending me alerts like get off the internet. You got to turn all those little alert things off, but right? And I got to be honest with you. I don't have time to look at stuff like emails, because I got, the Bullhorn Betty email, which, as you guys know, because you participate quite a lot in the which I love. I do love. And I respond to the many of you I can. But I get a lot of emails. Well, sometimes you get those little notifications that says, hey, your premium's going up, right? Well, it's kind of funny because if it doesn't say Sebastian Rogers on it, it's kind of funny how it kind of gets lost in transition. And then you get like this, I don't even watch the news. But occasionally, you know, on my Fire Stick, you know, I go over to my local news to just see if anything's going on locally, you know, in walking distance, say, you know, that might be interesting for my, I'm joking. But I turn it on, right? I'm going to stop. But the insurance went up. And I didn't see it. And it didn't just go up a little bit. I mean, it went up like $40 a month. I got one car. And actually, I don't even have that. I've been paying insurance on a car I haven't even been able to drive. Is that even fair? Do they have like a discount program? Do they have a pro rata going on? Should I call my insurance company? Are there any insurance, you know, guys in the house? Do you guys give discounts when I'm not driving? I'm tired, y'all. 15:20 over right at Florida-Georgia line, headed to Tennessee. Oh my, be careful in Georgia, man. They got those cops. I don't know where they come from. It's like you're driving along, you're speeding, you're minding your own business, ain't nobody around. Next thing you know, there's one right on your butt. You're like, hey, where'd you come from? Like, hey, you know, hey, sexy thing, why don't you pull over? I got a present for you. I got a nice, expensive present for you, honey. Go ahead and pull on over. Careful in Georgia. In Georgia, I'm top 4 miles over the speed limit. I'll fly anywhere else. You'll see me fly up to that Florida line. And as soon as I hit that Florida line, it's like, this is the most boring part, right? Get over to South Carolina, it's like, and South Carolina don't play, man. You want to talk about the close to Florida? I think they're worse than Florida. I'm a Florida driver, been a Florida driver my entire life. I can promise you that. Haven't lived any other place. I went to South Carolina, and people tell me to slow down. If you talk to Olivia, she'll tell you. She thinks I drive entirely too fast, right? And I don't. Just to let you know, I don't drive entirely too fast. I'll say that with a straight face one of these days. I don't drive entirely too fast, just to let you know. I get to South Carolina, I got grandma on my butt. I mean, she's 60 or 82 miles an hour. Grandma, calm down. I'm going as fast as this will go. Black Beauty, she's not as nice as your caddy, honey. Give me a break. Go around. Right? But grandma's on my butt. I turned around and this lady, she has a left foot, but it wasn't just her, it was everybody. I was driving fast and I was the slow person on the road. It was quite delightful. I won't lie. I did speed up with him. Actually, I thought, you know, it was a great time to pass him. You know, just to let him know I'm from Florida and all. I drive like that in Tennessee. Oh, not me in Tennessee. Are you kidding me? I saw some of those. Nope. I'll drive like that on the flat part of Tennessee. Okay. I went up some of those mountains. I don't know how you guys do it. I got safety concerns. I'm just letting you know. I've been able to see like straight down the side of a mountain driving at like 55 miles an hour. I don't want to really describe that in words, but the best thing I can say is just look straight. Okay, just look straight. It will help. You get used to it. Don't look down. Just don't look down. You'll be fine. You know what? And this goes back to my drinking days. I used to do this thing, like if things got a little too tough, I would do this thing like, and I always called it, I can't remember, like Popeye. I think is what I said to my friends, right? Just Popeye, right? Close one eye, right? We were 20 something, Popeye. And I keep thinking, I think if I lived in Tennessee, I don't know if there would have been a Bullhorn Betty. I don't know. I can't remember. Hey, Christy, it's nice to see you. Oh, good heavens. Heavens to Betsy. Yeah. So, I just wanted to come on here because they've just gotten the bad news. I mean, not the bad news. The good news, the bittersweet news. We'll call it what it is. It was bittersweet news. Like, I feel like I'm getting my baby back. I'm so nervous. I really am. I'm so nervous. I feel like it's a first date with my car. Like, I'm that nervous. Like, is she gonna like me? Is she gonna work? Is she gonna work right? Is she gonna turn right? Is her blinker gonna work? The headlights still turn on. Should I click the clicker twice, or should I just go over and open the door gently? I don't know. It's the first time. Feels like a first time over here. Oh, good heavens. I do too. We'll just cross our fingers. But, if it's not, it's not. We'll have to cross that bridge too. But I feel like, how much more shit can be replaced on this damn car. I think we covered it. I'm not sure yet, but, I'm not a mechanic, but I think we got just about everything. West Virginia roads where I live. That's bad. You'd freak out on the roads. I'm sure. It's been a while. I haven't been to West Virginia since I was a kid. I went to Virginia. Now, Virginia, God, what area was I in? Like the Richmond area, I think is really what I was. There are some really beautiful areas there. It's expensive as hell, but that's a pretty neat area. But I'm sure I would freak out. I'm not near as bad as MGL. Good gracious. She lives in Pennsylvania, like literally around mountains, and she doesn't like riding on mountains. Like, she pretty much freaks out. The best thing I can say is if you're ever driving with MGL and you're going through the mountains, hand her a blindfold. Just talk to her. Just talk to her gently, soft words. Tell her just to relax. It'll be okay. You'll let her know when to take the blindfold off. Do not let her go through the mountains without the blindfold. Do not let her go through the mountains without the blindfold. Trust me. She's like a cat. Oh, good. Oh, wow, you're drinking, doctor. Oh, yeah. I got Diet Dr. Pepper. I've got Cherry Coke Zero. I think I went through my Diet Coke, or maybe I had, I don't know. I just get different stuff because I really don't like drinking soda, but I've been apparently drinking it more than I ever do. I mean, I go through probably a 12-pack a week now. I never drink soda, so don't know. Just something I'm doing. The drama and name calling has gotten so bad it's hard to watch it. Yeah, I don't want it. Anybody, listen. Even in my commentary with Chris and Katie, I do not attack them like people are attacking each other on these social media platforms. It's like, I don't see any purpose of it. I mean, when did we, I don't know why everybody's got a war. It just can't be a healthy conversation with people anymore. People have been misdirected for a really long time, where people feel if you have a different opinion of than them, that it's some kind of personal insult, you know? And it's getting bad. But there is people directing it, like people that only focus, say, on decisions that a missing, father, like they're causing this this father that's just trying to find his son unnecessary additional trauma than he needs to have, instead of just focusing on trying to find facts that might lead to the whereabouts of his child. It's like, you got your feelings hurt and you still won't, anything that just humiliates them or makes them look bad, that's the only focus of this entire group. It's sad. There's a boy out here. It's just sad. I don't know how to express it into words. There's so much better things that we could be focusing on, so many more positive contributions we can be providing this case, than constantly, being the people that we were tormented by. It's like we're no better than the people that put us through the ringer when we got here on these streets. We didn't do anything wrong. Yes, we were treated so poorly. And here, somebody got their feelings hurt, and instead of just moving on and being a positive, productive person in this case that helps bring awareness and attention to it, the only awareness and attention you're going to ever bring to this case from this point forward, which is clear by your personal actions, is just doom and gloom, and anything that's going to hurt the father, the innocent father that's just trying to find his son. And you wonder why he made the decisions. I see exactly why. Maybe he knew that this right here would happen. Might as well get it done and over with sooner in the process, because clearly nobody was listening to him and everybody could do it better than him. So, clearly he wasn't being able to speak. I mean, that's the way it looks to me. I've never seen a whole bunch of people act this way before. But it's the calling card. If you work with them, be prepared that they will turn the tables on you and attack you if you leave them. Like, you've got to stay with them from this point to the end. If you leave them, they will turn on you and attack you and try to destroy everything that you've worked so hard for. I don't know if that would be the best business card for my reputation. But hey, you know what? It's in the proof is in the pudding. There's no denying it. We've got videotapes of it. We've got, from going from you like him to all of a sudden he's the worst person in the world and all you're doing is focusing on him. I'm pretty sure that will be played over and over again for many cases to come. I could do, what does it say? I never plan on it. No way. I guess I'm in the middle of a conversation. Yeah, we are definitely not part of the drama, and we're being pulled into a drama community that we don't want to be a part of, and we're not going to. We're just not going to. We're true crime. We talk about true crime cases. We talk about bad guys. We don't talk about people that made mistakes and lost their child. We don't focus on innocent parents over petty bullshit. We support them the best way we can, and if we get our feelings hurt, you know what? They're going through the worst time in their life, and we here understand that. I will never, ever, ever attack an innocent person, period. I know many people are like, well, you don't have proof of this. I don't need their permission to go out and find the information enough to satisfy my, because I'm the one making the allegations that somebody may or may not do something. So it's based upon my work for me. And if I've satisfied myself, I will say whatever the hell I damn well please. People can tear it apart. I really don't care. That's the beauty of not giving a shit about what people say about you. It's the beauty. Aw, Gigi, it's nice to see you. Yeah, I'm just here shooting the shit. I've been working so much, I just haven't unwound, and it's like, with the whole news about the car, it's like, it's bittersweet, it's like, It's going to be over $900, just slightly over $900, but still another $900. And so it just is like, you know, I just needed a break. I just needed to step away from work and just kind of, just, you know, I don't know what else to say. I just needed to let it all go. And we're going to do something fun. I remember what I came on here for. I apparently just needed to get all that off my chest. And B Betty fan is in here, so which is even better because B Betty fan got me this thing and I haven't done it yet. And I know she's probably sitting there saying, Betty's about to do the plant. We're going to do the plant together, okay? This is why I didn't have it on the main channel, because you guys are going to be with me when we make, we're gonna try to keep a plant alive, okay? Bullhorn Betty needs to do this, okay? And you guys are going to have to do it with me because you guys are making this stuff with me, okay? We're planting a plant, and you're gonna like it. Damn it! And you're not gonna make fun of me. You're not gonna make fun of me. All right, let's find ourselves a little scooper here. Well, looks like I stole just about every single. Oh, these are good. Ooh, I haven't used these in a while, and they're all scratched up. Perfect. All right, guys. So, B Betty decided to surprise me with this big old hunk of manure. So we're gonna take shit and we're going to turn it into a beautiful plant, okay? We are going to take, I don't think it's manure, but you guys get my drift. I think it's just good old-fashioned potting soil. So this is it. Isn't this so cool? Look. Isn't that so cool? Look. So what we're going to do is I got this plate because it's got a hole in it, and this is my kitchen countertop, and I really don't want to see dirt. So we're going to move everything out of the way. I am not cleaning my table. Why am I not cleaning my table? I'm not cleaning my table because I'm about to put dirt on my table, and I would think I'd have to clean the table after I'm done with the dirt. So for all you cleaning fanatics, I'm a slob. So any dirt that's on my table, when I'm done putting more dirt on my table, I'll clean it all up and I'll sanitize the shit out of my table. So don't worry about it. All right. Now, B Betty, you're gonna have to read the instructions. You're gonna have to read the instructions. Okay, I swear if this, oh my. I think I'm gonna need to go ahead and get some water drizzling. That's funny, Phil. I need some water drizzling. All right, we got some water drizzling. Isn't this so cool? This is your pod pack right here, your flower pack. All right, B Betty. I hope this works. I hope this changes my life. 1 scoop, 2 scoops. If anybody wonders why I got water running in the background, it's because when my hands are dirty, I don't like touching my handles because I don't want to get them dirty. So I just get the water running. So when my hands get this dirty, then I can just stick them under the water and I don't have to touch anything or clean extra. If you don't notice, one of the things about me is I'm a slob. So when I clean, I like to keep my area clean, right? Then I don't have to worry about cleaning it again. So it says, the paper flower is embedded with annuals and pre-annual wildflower seeds. Plant under a thin layer of soil and water daily until seeds are well established. Okay, so we take this off here. There's the pod. Is this enough soil or do I need another cup? Should I put another cup? I should probably put another 1/3 cup of soil in there and then put this, because it said a thin layer of soil on top. All right, Bee Betty. Grow or bust. Grow or bust. All right, we're putting the thin layer of soil on here. Thin layer. All right. Dun, 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 dun! We have ourselves a potted plant. And now, let me rinse my hands off. Ugh, I can't stand dirt under my nails. It drives me nuts. And this one has gunk under my nails. Get out of there. Okay. All right. Now we need a little bit of water. So the good news is I still have some water left over in this. So we're just gonna water daily, but it didn't tell me how much to water daily. So I'll wet the top just a little bit, and there we'll go. And then I'll add some more water. All right, guys, there you go. We'll see what kind of wildflowers we get. Is this supposed to have some sun? I'm sure it's supposed to have a little sun. Let's put it up in the windowsill. There we go. We'll put it up in the windowsill and I'll take it down. All right, now I don't know what to do with the rest of this bag. This is a big, I mean, I'm sure it was the tiniest bag of soil they had because it's really not that big. But it's huge because the little thing was like, you know, it's just a little cup this big. All right, well, I'll keep the scooper in there, and then I'll put this, let me put this out the back where my other gardening stuff is. Oh, don't fall over. Oh. All right, guys. There we go. And now I can pull this thing down. Bee Betty being laughing at me. Well, I hear there might be, I don't know for a fact, but my BFF, oh, hold on a second. Good gracious. Ugh. Hold on, guys. I got to clean this table off. It's got dirt on it. But my best friend told me that we have potentially a pooch. I don't know if she was just trying to freak me out or not, or if she really did get me a dog and trying to surprise me, not surprise me, prepare me for this dog, or if it's truly a joke. But I have a funny feeling, knowing my best friend, it's not a joke. So I'm preparing for potentially a pooch named Lila. There we go. And a nice orangey scent. Look at that. Looky, looky. All right, I'm back. How long does it take flowers to grow? Or plants to grow? What is it? It's wildflowers. That's right. It's wildflowers. So how long does it take wildflowers to grow? Does it take a couple weeks, a couple days? Should they be in the sun? It depends on the plant. It just says wildflowers. Did you see that? Is it not? It's been, no, it won't let me focus on it, but it just says wildflowers. But I got to remember to water the plant every day, so that's going to be the hardest thing. Waking up, I have to remember, because see, my biggest thing in the morning is the minute my eyes wake up, I don't wake straight up in bed. I roll over and grab my phone. Like the very first thing I do in the morning is I grab my phone and see what news is going on. Like I roll over and grab the phone. I don't even yawn before I grab my phone. My eyes are not even wide open before I start looking at my phone. So I've got to remember to stop either before the phone, because once I get on the phone in the morning, it's hard. I don't really stop until at least a video's done. Set the pot in a sunny window. Okay, good. That's what I did. So it'll have sun in the afternoon, but not sun in the morning. So it'll get in the sun in the afternoon. There's a lot of trees out there, so it'll only get so much sun. So it shouldn't over sun. But I've got it in my my kitchen window, windowsill. Don't put too much water, only a bit. I figured, what, maybe a tablespoon or two a day, Pebbles? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, because I only put a couple tablespoons in it whenever, because the soil felt a little moist as is. Yeah, I wake up and start writing. Yeah, Karen. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm a workaholic. You know, I literally watch news until I go to sleep. I mean, the other night I was trying to upload a video and I literally fell asleep in the middle of uploading the video. And I wake up and it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm looking at it and the thing's still there in my hand. And the first thing it does when it opens, I'm like, crap, I didn't put that out. I literally fell asleep uploading a video to YouTube. And so it didn't go out until the next day at 5 a.m. And it's only because all I had to do was wait for it to finish doing its checks. And I couldn't keep my eyes open apparently another minute because I didn't even remember when I woke up the next morning. I didn't even remember waiting for it to, but the phone was still like, you know, like there's no doubt I was waiting for it to upload. I don't know. I work. For most of my seedlings, I use a spray bottle. Oh, I got a fresh spray bottle that hasn't been used. I got a fresh spray bottle that hasn't been used. So yeah, I'll use that. Perfect. And I've got spring water and I got tap water here. So I got both types of water. And you know what I also found out, because it's kind of funny, like with those apps now. Like I didn't realize they have like this plant app. Oh, hey Pete, it's nice to see you, love. I didn't did you know you can put like herbs in coffee? I didn't know plants needed sugar. I didn't know plants needed basil or coffee. What? That's like so insane. I never thought you used that kind of stuff. You know, you think about Miracle Grow and, you know, like, I don't know. It was just weird. I was watching the app. It was a commercial on the app. Betty, it helps to talk to your plant or music. That's what I hear. I've heard that before. But I never knew that if you have like stuff going on with it, you can add sugar to your soil and it'll actually help your plant. Like depending on what the issue is. Sometimes it's not sugar you need. Sometimes it's coffee. You can add coffee to it. It's kind of really neat. And I'm like, what? You know, I'm like, man, no wonder all my plants are dying. I didn't know the household products that I could use. You can put eggshell, see? I heard bananas, yep. Your plant won't get the coffee. No, my plant won't get the coffee. No, the plant's going to be coffee resistant. It better be coffee resistant. It can't have it. I'm not sharing. It's not getting my latte. I don't know. I like the plant. I might give it a little bit of Maxwell House. Come on. I'm not that stingy. Yeah, I'll come out here and be just like me. Walk out here, the plant will be over. Sprinkle some coffee grounds in there. The plant will be up. Hey. It might be my plant self. Oh my. All right, right, guys. I wanted to come by and hang out with you guys for a little bit while we planted my plant. Now we got to see if Bullhorn Betty can keep the plant alive. Then we got to go to the dog. We're doing this, man. We're going to do this. We're going to see if it helps. We're going to see if it helps. You guys get to watch. You guys get to go through this with me, okay? You guys get to go through this with me. So we're still okay. I'm not like absolutely in tears over the car. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I did shed a couple tears. Probably more than a couple, but I think I'm okay. I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to take the steps outside of the house. I feel like I am growing agoraphobic by every single passing day. I really do. Pretty soon I'm not going to want to go out there and see the ugly world, right? I've been in here in my comfortable home for so long. It's like, I made myself a little, I don't know, a little something. Is it safe to come outside? I don't know how people, I can tell you guys this with my personal experience of all of this going on in my life, like being like literally home for the last 3 months and having to order food and having like lack of like human contact. I mean, I see my neighbor when he drops food off, but I haven't really carried on a conversation with him in quite some time, And, I don't know how people do it. So all I got to say to the people out there, if you guys are staying in the house too much, I know even if it's an inconvenience, you need to get out of the house. I'm going to tell you that right now. Get your ass up and get it out of the house. This is as soon as I get my car, I need to leave. Like, I have to. Because being here by myself for so long, I mean, even talking on the phone and talking to you, it's not the same. It's not the same. You got to get out of the house. You got to get out into the community. I can't do this. This was rough. Being home so much, not being able to go when I want to go, not being able to go see something if I want to go see it, not being able to read a news article and want to go out there. It has not been good. I did not like this experience one bit. I can tell you that. This was awful. This was awful. So I'm just hoping to get through it. I'm ready to shake this. Like, I feel like awful's about to come. Like, I already got the next thing already on the list, right? So we've already got another problem right around the corner. So we'll just get through it. Hopefully, I don't know. And I ain't talking about the mail neither. Vitamin D. I take vitamin D. I believe in vitamin D like what? That is like my secret sauce to staying healthy is because I don't get sick. I mean, I literally, there's not one time that you guys have ever in the last 3 years ever hear me with a cold. Not even a cold, not a fever, not a cold, not the flu, nothing. I don't get sick. I used to get sick literally all the time. I was a hot mess express. If somebody even sniffled around me, I would catch their cold. And after I started taking my multivitamin and 3 vitamin D, I haven't had any of those problems. I've been doing that for literally years and never got sick. I started doing that, to be honest with you, right around when everything started getting shut down is when I started doing research and realizing the benefits of vitamin D and the deficiencies. That's what many people's deficiency was vitamin D. So it was awful because you were forced to, yes, I know, it sucked. It really did. It sucked. But that's okay. As long as, like I said, as long as the car gets fixed and we get on the road, I have to believe that things happen for a reason. So there has to be some reason why I was here, I don't know what it is. Hopefully I'll figure it out, but there's a reason why I was here. There's a reason why everything kept going wrong. I believe there's a reason for everything. There's a reason. I may not like it. I may not know it, but the cosmic universe decided to put Bullhorn Betty on house arrest, okay? Miss Betty, what's the latest on you? Oh, well, they're replacing the timing chain and the throttle body. That's what's coming in. The chain and the throttle body. So let's pray this is it. I'm utterly exhausted as to what else I could be or what else I can do. If there's like literally one more thing wrong with this car, I'm done. Like this is, like I said, this is it the last time ago, but like this is literally it. I'm not putting another fucking dime in this car. Excuse my language, but I'm not. So if everything, so the timing chain is very, yeah. So that might be the culprit to the problem. There was something going on there that maybe went missed or something. I don't know. So we'll see what it is. It is what it is, you know. I mean, at this point, it's like, you know, I'm already $3,000 in. What's another $900? You know, that's the way I'm looking at it. You know, this is it. Like, if there, I mean, like literally, if it's another $50, I'm done. Like, blow the car up. I'm done. Like, done. So. I hope so, Beverly. You know what? And that's at the end of the day. If we can get another, I mean, I don't really care how pretty the car is. You guys don't know me. As long as the car is a good car, I'll drive this thing literally into the ground. And if we can get another 2 or 3 years out of it, the repairs would be worth it. But if we only get another 12 months out of it, then I just pissed away $4,000. But if we can get at least 2 years out of it, then it'd have been worth it to me. Pebble says, I guess I'm going to Florida again. You're funny. Yeah, pulling a KP. Maybe I need to go get a motorcycle license. Maybe I need to ride a motorcycle up to Tennessee. Take Katie and Chris on a motorcycle ride. You guys go ahead. I'm right behind. I need to stop. I need to stop. I don't know. You know what? It actually, coming back to, you know, all joking set aside, I really am starting to really give some major weight to this whole thing with Katie. You know, that Katie's got some serious problems. You know, we gotta think about this. You know, I think Katie went complete Carrie. I really do. I think she freaking snapped. You know, when you analyze her, she is definitely one that has the background. You know, she's got the child traumas, and we're talking about child SA. You know, things that she should never have gone through at such a young age. She had to go through and endure. All of her family, I mean, like from her stepfather to her mother to her sisters, all going to jail for all these SA type crimes. I mean, I can't imagine what she had to have been. Her head has to be so messed up. She's probably like a ticking time bomb at any given moment. And we're looking past that because we're trying to coddle her because of her past. Her past is why I believe she has completely, utterly snapped on her son. Something happened, and I don't believe she gave this child medication. I think she did, but I don't think that's what it is. I go through it because if it was an accident, 911 would have been called a lot sooner. It wasn't. This was something that freaking happened that wasn't expected to happen. And you know, the more I look at her and look at her behaviors, and the more I look at how traumatic her childhood was, it's hard. You know, she has all of the check boxes in the right spot for this. She really does. Not that because of her childhood does it mean that this is the fact of the matter is not everybody that has her history is missing a child right now. She is. Therefore, her history is playing into this. And then we find out that she was the only one that was with this child, and with this child alone at the time of his disappearance. And we find out that she has this horrible traumatic childhood. And I have to assume that there is a lot about this woman we do not know. I have to believe that there is a lot, especially if these things happen to her as a child, there's a huge child file and a huge juvenile file that we will never ever know about her. And in all fairness, she could be a psychopath. And nobody is even the wiser or even looking at that angle because we're too busy coddling her for her past, and while it was not her fault, and I would never want to punish any person that goes through that. However, not everybody has a missing child, and she does, and it does play, in my opinion, into the key ingredients as to why we're here. Miss Betty, motorcycle mama. I gotta tell you this, Misty, that this is no joke. This is no joke. I love my aunt and uncle. They're quirky. They're cute. They're the old 60 hippies, okay, that grew up and made something of themselves, right? My uncle was a PT. My aunt was an RN. And I remember when my uncle, he was in the Navy. They ended up selling everything and traveling the world and stuff like that. But once he retired from the Navy. But he was also a motorcycle head back in his youth when they lived in California. He had a motorcycle back then. She says he's never not, back when they were, boyfriend and girlfriend back before, he got into the Navy and stuff like that. He had a motorcycle, just a hot, And of course he comes back from the Navy, he's probably hasn't really had an opportunity to, have his midlife crisis or what you will. So he wanted to get a motorcycle, right? And next thing you know, after he gets the motorcycle, my aunt starts, guess what? What? She goes, I got myself a butterfly tattoo. I said, where'd you get it? And she goes, I got it on my ass. She goes, I'm a real biker bitch now. I think she was like, I don't know. I think she was still in her 50s. But she's like a hippie, She's such a quirky aunt. I love her to death. But she's my biker bitch aunt. So if you guys want to know how I know my aunt has a tattoo on her butt, well, there you go. I did not see it, okay? I did not ask, could I look? No, thank you. Good to know. I had the expression I've got on my face right now. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I think I got some homework to do. Yes, I think Katie is living a life she always wanted to live since Sebastian. Yeah, I think, and that might be it. You guys got to remember, for Katie, she went through this horrible childhood. And then she probably met Seth, and Seth probably was the only stable person in her life at the time, out of all the chaos and craziness of her family. I could probably see him being kind of her knight in shining armor at some point in their relationship. And I believe that they had all the hopes and intentions of having a child, getting they were obviously they loved each other, they were married, and their son was very sick. You got to remember, she was 19 years old when she had Sebastian. She was just a kid. She was just a kid herself. She never had a childhood. Her childhood was robbed from her. She has this child that has all these needs that she needs to meet. She's never had a life of her own. At all. Ever. So, like I said, she's got all these check marks, not in necessarily the box we'd want them in, but she's got all the checks in the right boxes, and she states that she was the only one in the house with this child. when he disappeared and all the doors and windows were locked. It's not a warm and fuzzy feeling that you feel. And it's hard to get past those facts, and it's hard to move past those facts. It's hard to talk about this case without talking about those facts, you know? So I know what that's like. When I was 15, I had my first. I lived the mountains in Kentucky. Things was different then. Yeah, things were a lot different because, you know, as time goes on, people learn. You know, people learned certain things. Once upon a time, people didn't realize there were learning disabilities. People just thought that the children were bad kids. And as, you know, they learned that, you know, people have learning disabilities, and they started learning about it. But it takes, you know, it takes something to get the ball in motion, especially for, you know. But I think a lot of people were lackadaisy, you know, once upon a time, way back when, but they realized this significance of you know, being older before making these decisions. You got to think, I mean, if you really want to look at it, I mean, kids were getting married at 14 and 15 years old once upon a time, right? People don't even realize that. Like, they were raising families by 16. But you also have to remember that, you know, people were also losing their life by 35 and 40. So, baby Yoda, it's nice to see you. I was talking about you. I was talking about you when I was on the main channel. We had a conversation about truckers. But it's nice to see you. But I'm getting off. I've been on here long enough. I'm exhausted. It doesn't look so swollen today. It's still there, but I've been rinsing my mouth out with mouthwash like literally throughout the day to kind of keep some of the bacteria down until I can get, you know, to the dentist. But it's looking better. It's still pretty swollen, especially right there. That's where it's at, and but it's not hurting. I just want to get to the dentist and find out how much it's gonna all cost. Like, you can see all the fluid. Like, there's like fluid like on my cheek. It's just sitting on top of there. So I don't know. I just want to get to the dentist. Go get a nap. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get a nap. I really don't, because to be honest with you, every time I lay down, I'll think of something, roll over, pick up the phone, and start working again. Trust me, it's an all-day occurrence. It's all a day occurrence. That's why I wait until I just can't talk, until I drop. Once I'm ready to drop, yeah, it does look a little better. It's not near as swollen as it was yesterday. Something was going on yesterday. I can tell you that. It wasn't, because I mean, I didn't feel like it wasn't hurting yesterday, but I'm telling you, I was exhausted. If I had to say, I slept a lot yesterday. I got up and did the 2 shows, or I think, what did I do, 2 or 3 shows yesterday? I think I did a live in the morning and maybe 2 TikTok lives, and the last 2 TikTok lives were in the evening after 3. After my morning live, I was feeling so, like, my body was just exhausted. And I went and slept, and then I got up and I looked at the time. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I did the live on TikTok and posted that up, and then another one later in the evening. But today I didn't feel like I felt yesterday. Yesterday, you know, this was all much, much bigger. So I'm hoping that it didn't, you know, I'm hoping that maybe that it was just aggravated, but I'm hoping it didn't, like, you know, I was worried about it rupturing inside, because I read something about that online with it rupturing, but I don't think it did, because it's still a little swollen, and I haven't felt any weird, disgusting taste in my mouth, and they said that was another sign. So get an antibiotic from your dentist. Well, I'll be going to. It's not going to get septic unless it's because the abscess I have. They said that can go undetected for years. I bet you I had this in here for a while, because I tell you, it seemed like my face has been swollen, or at least seemed like I've noticed something in the past, but I thought it had something to do with my crown. But I think that I've actually had this, I don't think this abscess is new for some reason. For whatever reason, I think it's been aggravated because I've been using a, I'll show you what I've been using. I've been using one of these on my face and right here, and it has like a sonic vibe to it. And when I went over it, that's when I started realizing, because Justin had said something. I think what it was is I had aggravated it with this because it was like a day or two after I did this that Justin for All reached out to me and asked me if I had an abscess. So I think I aggravated it with the sonic vibrations is what I think happened. And that's what made it swell up. So I stopped using this because I didn't know it was there. So I stopped using this, and you know, it's, so I for whatever reason, I don't think this is new. I think this has been there for a while because I don't feel it. Outside of a little bit of the swelling that was visible, I couldn't, it feels no different than any other day that I'm here. Like I seriously didn't notice it was there. It is absolutely, without a doubt, an abscess. Without a doubt. It's absolutely, without a doubt, an abscess because I can feel it. But, I don't know. I've been reading a lot about it because, as you can tell, when something makes me nervous, I read about it. All right, guys. Well, it's so nice to see you, and I will see you guys soon. I'm sure I'll be back. I need to charge the phone up, and I'm going to drink my soda. I think I'm going to make myself a latte. I haven't had a latte all day. Oh, what did I do with it? And I want to try this out to see if it froths my milk better than the other one, because this will be kind of cool. It's nice and handheld. I don't need to have it plugged in. It fits like right on the side of the Keurig thingy. Really nice, and this pulls right off. So this can go right into the dishwasher, you know? It's awesome. So I'm hoping this froths my milk a little bit better, but it might not, and it might just be good for eggs. And if it's good for eggs, I'll use it for eggs. I haven't eaten eggs in a while. I got a crap ton of them though. All right, go make it a great rest of your day and rock it out with your coffee beans out. And go get yourself a latte. Starbucks is open. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.